Born William Allen Shatner, March 22, 1931, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. William Allen Shatner OC is a Canadian actor. In a career spanning 7 decades, he is best known for his portrayal of James T. Kirk in the Star Trek franchise, from his 1965 debut as the captain of the Enterprise and the second pilot of the first Star Trek television series to his final appearance as Admiral Kirk in the 7th Star Trek feature film, Star Trek Generations. Shatner began his screen acting career in Canadian films and television productions before moving into guest starring roles in various U.S. television shows. In 2021, Shatner flew into space aboard a Blue Origin suborbital capsule. At the age of 90, he became the oldest person to fly into space and one of the first 600 to do so. Minutes after the flight, he described experiencing the overview effect. Shatner was born on March 22, 1931, in the Notre-Dame-de-Grâce neighborhood of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, to a conservative Jewish household. His parents were Anne and Joseph Shatner, a clothing manufacturer. He is the middle child of 3 siblings. He has an older sister, Joy Rutenberg, and a younger sister, Farla Cohen. His patrilineal family name was Shatner. It was his grandfather, Wolf Shatner, who anglicized it. All 4 of Shatner's grandparents were Jewish immigrants. They came from settlements that are currently in Ukraine and Lithuania, but which were then under the rule of Austria-Hungary and the Russian Empire. Shatner attended 2 schools in Notre-Dame-de-Grâce, Willingdon Elementary School and West Hill High School, and is an alumnus of the Montreal Children's Theatre. He studied economics at the McGill University Faculty of Management in Montreal, where he graduated with a Bachelor of Commerce degree in 1952. In 2011, McGill University awarded him an honorary Doctorate of Letters. He was granted the same accolade by the New England Institute of Technology in May 2018. Shatner became the focus of political controversy in 2021, when it was revealed that a popular science documentary show that he would host, I Don't Understand, was scheduled to be aired on RT, formerly known as Russia Today, from July 12. RT's editor-in-chief, Margarita Somonyan, said that Captain Kirk has come over to the good side. Criticized by a Russian journalist for his involvement with the outlet, Shatner branded his accuser a hypocrite and compared his contract with RT to the arrangement through which the channel had acquired the right to broadcast American football games. In March 2022, Shatner's show was among the independently produced programs that were withdrawn from RT in response to an expansion of Russia's war against Ukraine. On March 2, 2022, Shatner resigned from a show he was hosting on Russia Today television, citing his opposition to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. He had 3 days earlier issued a tweet expressing support for the Ukrainian defenders against the Russian invaders. Shatner made his debut on the shelves of record shops in 1968, with the release of an album titled The Transformed Man. It offered readings from classic plays followed by dramatically inflected recitations of the texts of thematically related popular songs, both set against a background of instrumental accompaniment. Shatner recorded a wake-up call that was played for the crew of STS-133 in the Space Shuttle Discovery on March 7, 2011, its final day docked to the International Space Station. Backed by the musical theme from Star Trek, it featured a voiceover based on his spoken introduction from the series' opening credits, Space, the Final Frontier. These have been the voyages of the Space Shuttle Discovery. Her 30-year mission to seek out new science, to build new outposts, to bring nations together on the final frontier, to boldly go and do what no spacecraft has done before. Shatner flew to space on Blue Origin's second suborbital human spaceflight, Blue Origin NS-18, on October 13, 2021. He was accompanied by Chris Boshwiesen, Glenn DeVries, and Audrey Powers aboard the RSS First Step, the New Shepard suborbital rocket capsule, from Blue Origin's launch site 1 in West Texas. Aged 90 years, 6 months and 22 days, Shatner became the oldest person to fly to space, surpassing Wally Funk, who flew on Blue Origin's first human spaceflight at the age of 82 in July 2021. In a televised post-flight conversation with Blue Origin's founder Jeff Bezos, who had invited him to join the flight, Shatner articulated experiencing what is called the overview effect, a deep awareness of the fragility of planet Earth and its relatively thin atmosphere. Shatner dislikes watching himself perform. He claims to have never watched all the episodes of Star Trek or Boston Legal, or any of the Star Trek movies, except while editing Star Trek V: The Final Frontier, which he directed. However, his 1993 book Star Trek Memories says he attended the premiere of Star Trek the Motion Picture 201. He is a longtime U.S. resident and has a green card. Shatner has been married 4 times, first to Canadian actress Gloria Rand on August 12, 1956. The marriage produced 3 daughters: Leslie, Elizabeth, and Melanie. Shatner left Rand while acting in Star Trek the original series, after which she divorced him in March 1969. Shatner's second marriage was to Mercy Lafferty, the daughter of producer Perry Lafferty, and lasted from 1973 to 1996. His third marriage was to Narine Kidd, from 1997 until her death in 1999. On August 9, 1999, Shatner returned home around 10 p.m. to discover Narine's body at the bottom of their backyard swimming pool. She was 40 years old. An autopsy detected alcohol and Valium in her blood, and the coroner ruled the cause of death as accidental drowning. The LAPD ruled out foul play, and the case was closed. Speaking to the press shortly after his wife's death, a clearly shaken and emotional Shatner said that she meant everything to him, and called her his beautiful soulmate. Shatner urged the public to support Friendly House, a non-profit organization that helps women re-establish themselves after suffering from alcoholism and drug addiction. He later told Larry King in an interview that my wife, whom I loved dearly, and who loved me, was suffering with a disease that we don't like to talk about, alcoholism. And she met a tragic ending because of it. In 2000, a Reuters story reported that Shatner was planning to write and direct The Shiva Club, a dark comedy about the grieving process inspired by his wife's death. Shatner's 2004 album has been included a spoken word piece, What Have You Done?, that describes his anguish upon discovering Narine's body. In 2001, Shatner married Elizabeth Anderson Martin. In 2004, she co-wrote the song Together on Shatner's album Has Been. Shatner filed for divorce from Elizabeth in 2019. The divorce was finalized in January 2020. Shatner suffers from tinnitus, which he believes might be the result of a pyrotechnical accident on set while shooting the 1967 Star Trek episode Arena, though he did not begin to suffer symptoms until the early 1990s. Shatner is involved in the American Tinnitus Association. His treatment for this condition involved wearing a small electronic device that generated low-level, broadband white noise that helped his brain put the tinnitus in the background, a process known as habituation. Shatner revealed in 2020 that he suffers from swollen joints and various age-related aches and pains. He uses CBD oil to treat his pain. In 2006, Shatner sold his kidney stone for $25,000 to GoldenPalace.com. Since 1990, he has been a leading force behind the Hollywood charity Horse Show, which raises money for children's charities. In 2018, Shatner was awarded the National Reining Horse Association Lifetime Achievement Award and the National Reining Horse Association Hall of Fame. In 2019, he won a world championship with his standardbred road horse Track Star while showing at the Kentucky State Fair World's Championship Horse Show in Louisville.